Hi, I'm Dashton, the Vampire Doomsayer, and you are History. I'm going to talk about Ceres in your chart. Ceres is the healer of other people. It's how you heal other people. It's the medicine man, okay? It's how you're going to heal other people and how you might want to nourish your animals. Even though the sixth house is the relationship you have with animals and how you treat them and how that's going to go, Ceres is almost like how it's almost like the moon and the fourth house, how the environment is at your home of your mother and father is Saturn. But it's how you're kind of mothering, nourishing person you are, how you can be kind of to people. It's like all the above. It's almost like just it's how what people come to you is what they need from you and that you can actually provide for them. It's when people come to you to be healed, they go to you for this quality that you have and whatever sign you have or what house it's in. The house is like the environment that you can do your healing the most in, and that's where you go to do that and where they need you the most. And okay, um if I'm gonna go probably earth, air, fire, water order, if I can do this in order. Uh, I have Saturn in sixth house. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. Ceres and Taurus means that you should be a massage therapist. Like you are very affectionate on everybody. You're like a touchy-feely person, like kind of like a Pisces, but like kind of like a Pisces because you are treating everybody like they're the queen bee. You see the queen bee in them. You serve them. You if you have something like food, you love to share your food. You love to share your drinks with people. Your if you're a smoker, which is bad for you, you share that any chance you can. Anything that's a party activity, you have always something to share. You bring something to share. You know, it doesn't mean you have to give everything away. It doesn't mean you want them to borrow anything. But it means that you have enough to share and you always provide for people that way. And you're very nourishing and you can be taken advantage of because displacement, but you still have enough for them. Doesn't mean you're rich or financially secure, but it's kind of like that. But they go to you to do that, and you're even responsible for yourself, and you probably have to take on all these other responsibilities um, to be stable, and then some of theirs. Like, there's no reason that they have to use you, but basically, it's what you have is what you can give to them, and it's value. Like Ceres and Taurus can treat you, can show you how valuable their relationship is with them. You, they know the value. They treat everything like it's valuable. You know, they know the value, all that stuff. And they will make sure that you're fed and you are, you have what you need to feel comfortable and that you're fed. You know, like you're just constantly sharing what you have with them, basically. You can be stingy, you can be selfish, you can have all those other dominating charts in there. But it's kind of like that. It doesn't mean you're rich. It just kind of like you, you just share a lot. Yeah. Okay. And okay. Okay, if you have Ceres in Virgo, this means you make sure that your kids are on time and they're not going to be late for like the bus or whatever the crap, or they have a schedule going on, like, and they have a nutritional meal to come home to. You know, they make sure that they're loved on equally a little bit. You know, try to be. They can either be critical relationship with them, they can find you distant, and they can find you very charming and affectionate all at the same time. Like, it could be like you make sure you can count the money for your kids, I guess, like that or whatever. It's like you can rule a farm, you know, of relationships with your animals and stuff like that. So you probably like, You know, and your moon sign is also how you mother nurture other people too, kind of how you were mother nurtured, and it's how your inner being is, your mind and emotion, and it's kind of mother you kind of want to be, sort of like a mothering person. And your fourth house is the environment that you have in your own home as your own comfort zone. But anyways, we're not talking about it. Sorry about Ceres. Ceres, it's like a combination of like Virgo, Cancer, and Libra, because you're balancing the other person out. You're meeting the needs of other people with Ceres. Ceres and Capricorn, you probably have you had to learn how to be disciplined, and you can teach other people about you worry about your reputation a lot and other people with them. And your dad was probably really strict on you and disciplined on you, and probably just made you like that. Like you're the everyone's boss. You have to be something like that. Okay. Hardest working one, that people rely on you for that. And Ceres and Virgo is very serving too. Like, you know, a lot of hard work. That's all the money signs with that and stuff. Okay. Well, you know, air. Okay, Ceres and Gemini. Gossip is the queen of gossip, and being informative for everyone, and probably driving everybody around. Everyone uses you for your car or something. Everybody probably uses you for what you can do with your hands, because you can do anything you want with your hands. Like, you're probably really good with your hands. You're probably really good at telling people. And you know, it's like all Gemini ruling stuff. It's basically, and siblings, you're probably really good at having a community. Healing the community is what you're doing. You're being the voice of the community, you know, giving everybody a voice, teaching people how to communicate and stuff. Like, you know, like, there's other stuff like stories, be a writer, teaching people how, stuff like that, I think. And then, like, okay, I'm just skimming through this. Ceres and Libra, you probably learned a lot on how to be on both sides of people fighting, and like learning how to bring them together, or being like the medium for each other. Like, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not talking to you, and you're like in the middle, and you're like, tell this person to fuck off and go get the mail and bring the mail in. As I'm not talking to them, and be like, you need to go get the mail, and they want you to fuck off. But still, you know, you could bring in the mail to them and try to see if they'll forgive you, or some bullshit. I don't know. You know what I mean? Some bullshit like that. Like some kind of crap like that. You were just stuck in the middle of that. And you're like, I'm never going to have this happen to my kids. I'm never going to have this in my house. I'm going to make sure everyone feels like they're loved and not alone. Because I'm in the middle of these people fighting, and I feel like, what the hell? Now I know how to make other people feel like that's not the way, you know, like, you know, stuff like that. Okay, if your Ceres is in Aquarius, you grew up knowing how to give permission to people to be themselves and be unique, and be like, you're allowed to just be crazy in my house. You're allowed to, you know, cuss around me. I don't care. I'm like okay with a lot of things. Anything really goes. I mean, I'm not gonna be like an asshole about it. You can show off your ego to me and show me that you know everything. And my knowledge is valuable because I know everything, and you come to me with everything that I know just because I know it. I mean, hello. And we can rebel together or something like that, you know. Like, you know, making people feel like they're your friend. You're a true friend. You can be a true healing kind of friend. Just being friendly with them, it heals them. Knowing that you're there with them. You're in the relation with them. You know, you're higher self with them. Like, you just know. And okay, stuff like that. Earth, air, fire. Fire, okay. Ceres and Aries. Identity, the I am, who you are, helps other people just by being yourself because they want to be just like you. You finally figured out your identity and they want to be like that too. You are the leader for them. They go to you to be their leader. They want to follow you, everything you go. But you're all alone in this. You create the way, the light, the energy. You could be a coach with this. You could be the head healer. You could be, you know, the leader of everything. Of like I already said that, like the hero. You could be the one they go to be the boss in a way too. Just like Ceres and Leo. Just Ceres and Leo is so sweet, good placement because they're not only someone who walks in a room and gets all the attention and is just the king and everyone just bows down and allows them passes. Like, they don't even need VIP tickets. They're like, come on in. They turn everybody around them into like a cool friend. Everyone is like, always like somebody who's Ceres and Leo. But the Ceres and Leo returns that favor and makes everyone feel like they're important and makes everyone feel like they're a celebrity and shows everyone that they're allowed to express themselves creatively and that they're a part of something amazing. Like, it just lines up the star quality in you and you start coming up with that. It brings out that star quality in you and the creative energy that's in you that when you're around a Ceres and Leo. A Ceres and Leo might be talking, complimenting you behind your back, but in front of you to make sure that you're hearing them gossip good things about you, making you feel boosted and stuff. And it's so sweet, like the things that they do. They treat you like a queen and king when they're treating you with the stuff that they have that they bring with them, the light. They bring this energy of light, this gold energy that they're allowing you to be in and part of and feeling like you're that too. And it's kind of iffy. Like, you kind of want to feel like you're watching out. Like, is this person serious? Like, are they just building me up for something? They're going to use me? You never know. You could be taken advantage of from them and stuff like that. Like, like they could be telling you a bunch of fluff, like almost like a Libra telling you what you want to hear, and it's all too good to be true almost, kind of. And then, and they could be very manager-minded kind of thing, like, yeah, okay, that's cool, let's do it. We'll have fun either way with somebody Ceres and Leo. Okay, and then like if you have Earth or Fire, Water, Ceres, and Cancer, this means you are emotionally broken and you found a way that you are emotionally intimate with your own children and caring and nourishing and have these healing hands with your pets, and you know exactly what to cook and how to cook and clean and be, well, you know how to cook. I don't know if you know how to clean. And you have the big cars, like the big Jeeps, the vans, to fit everybody in the family. You make everyone feel like they're your family. If no one has a family, they feel alone. They were adopted or they never were adopted and they just feel like they don't have a family. You welcome them in and make them feel like you're their family. You're their mom. You're the protector. You protect them because that's what you do really well. And you have all the connections knowing. And it's like Ceres and Scorpio is another type of protector, but also Ceres and Libra, Ceres and Scorpio, Ceres and Taurus, Ceres and let's see, what was those signs kind of, you grew up with a guilt trip over your head too, and Ceres and Aquarius could too. I mean, you with Ceres and Scorpio, you might have grown up like that, like being controlled with a guilt trip, like you're a freak and I'm going to control you and make you feel embarrassed and ashamed of yourself, like a Ceres and Libra too. And you learn that you don't have to be embarrassed of that crap because that's just going to cause you turmoil for the rest of your life. And you figured out how to be like, oh, what? So what? I will go ahead and kill your freaking husband so you can feel comfortable. I don't care. I'm all about death because of Ceres and Scorpio. Kind of like that. Like you, because you are scorned. Like your like intense life about death too. You know, and then jealousy and all that kind of stuff. But being desirable, sex can heal other people. Having sex, transforming other person, can heal them. They go to you for sex a lot. They probably sexually abuse you. And Ceres and Pisces. This is the most unconditional, loving, forgiving sign ever. Psychic abilities. You could have psychic abilities and they go to you because you are the psychic. You are spiritually in tune. You are probably on drug. Who knows? But your loving kindness is what people want to see from you and they get from you. They need your kindness. They're like, wow, they were so kind. That they have the hardest lessons ever. Like they probably are very open-minded and accepting to people. And that's what people need and embrace of. They embrace everyone and no, they don't believe in rejection. And that's just really good to be accepted by someone like that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little bits of pieces of that. And, you know, crying is how you heal yourself, that you need healing on yourself. I think I missed a part of the stuff, but I wanted this to be happen real quick. So, toodaloo. Ceres in Sagittarius is someone you go to who knows a lot about driving directions and the map of the geography map and Greek mythology, just the philosophy of knowing a lot of things and learning, teaching, being a teacher. You could just like know like just really unusual things that people didn't think about, like, oh, you know, you shouldn't feed your dog that. It can cause pancreatic cancer if you feed it too much table food. And then they could tell you things like, oh, you know, I know where that is, and they could drive you wherever you need to go. And they could be really good at computers. Like, they could be hackers, almost like Virgos, because Virgos can be like a hacker. But like Sagittarius, Ceres and Sagittarius is kind of like someone who can find out a computer, and they might be narrow-minded to other like social things, but when it comes to like something like that, they're like the genius, which is really interesting. And you know, adventures, joyful, and like Ceres and Virgo is like how teaches the other person how to live to their own abundance too, and how to sell things and freaking lie about stuff to sell things too, you know, and hypnotize people. But those are other things. There's other things that I missed out on, but I'm just trying to fit this in. So there you go. Next, earth, air, fire, and water. Little bits. There's more to say about these things, but there you go. There's other things about religion and whatever Sagittarius stuff. It's fine. Okay, look in the links below for your free birth chart calculator to get your Ceres found in your chart and what sign it's in and what house it's in. Look in it in the links below in the description so you can calculate your full birth chart. It'll show you what your Chiron is and your Ceres is, okay? And other asteroids that are important. Thank you ever so kindly. There you go. Hi, I'm Dashton, the Vampire Doomsayer, and you are history. Okay, well, anyways, this video is about Ceres, okay? Ceres is like the healer. It's how you heal other people. The crown is about healing yourself. And it's an unwounded healer. It's like, okay, well, anyways, Ceres is like how you're healing the other people. It is a planet in between Mars and Jupiter, and it's like on the astral belt of some bullshit, and it's like bigger than Neptune apparently, but it's a dwarf planet. It's almost like Pluto being a dwarf moon planet, crap like that. Whatever. Let's get. Nobody cares a fuck about that. We care about like the sign and shit that yours is in. Duh. So I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, let's start with Ceres and Leo because Leo is like the center of the universe. Like, oh my God. So the narcissist, the celebrity, the one who gets all the attention for what? Because they have the energy. They have this light. Okay, so like if you have Ceres and Leo, you're gonna heal other people and make them feel like they're really praised and you're proud of them, and you put your light that you actually have onto others, the golden light. You make them feel like they're royalty. You'll be like talking behind their back in front of them saying, this person's really good, like at astrology. You should get to know them. Yeah, they did my chart and they're like really good at it. They said a lot of stuff that I didn't even have to tell them, like they'll just like really start telling strangers around you behind your back in front of you, sort of like really good compliments and like make you feel like the star. I mean, that's the Leo. That's the good energy type of Leo. Ceres and Leo is great. But you can also take advantage of people but having Ceres and Leo also makes you like pretty much um when you walk into a room, no questions asked, you're gonna get a praise and approval. Like, you just run this shit. You're the celebrity there. People are going to want to suck up to you and stuff. And they're going to think, oh my gosh, you gave me a little comment or you talked to me for a second or something. And they're like, I feel so like proud of myself. Like you make people feel like you're coming off as flirting with them. They wish that you were flirting with them because it's like exotic sexy energy too. But literally, when you sit around a Ceres and Leo, they can heal you with this golden energy, like literally be your biggest fan kind of thing. And they can kind of like pump you up with all kinds of nice stuff. And they could also take advantage of you if they wanted to because you, you're like hooked into their a light, their energy, You don't know if they're being fake because they're being so, sounds like they're so sarcastic talking about you, complimenting you because it's like very, um, you know, overly complimented in a way, but they're still kind of arrogant in their own place and they're still, not showing like they're going to have to give you mercy. No, they're not like this suck up person like a Pisces or whatever. They're not like that. They're like, this king just came around me and complimented me or something. That's they're gonna tell you, hey, you can be useful and you can be generous. I'm going to bring that out of you. So you'll be wanting to do things for them and helping them out. Like, can you help? I'll be like, can you help me with this? Because I know that you can do it. You're good at it. And then you'll get those people used to you, helping you out. And I'm like, interesting. Turn you into some kind of servant, sort of. But, help work for them. If your Ceres is in Cancer, you're everybody's mothering, nourishing mama, and you have all the connections that everybody's looking for. The gypsy, the person, like, they would go to you for like mothery advice kind of stuff or whatever. If you are Ceres and Capricorn, you are like the authoritative healer person, the catalyst of like you can make everybody's reputation sparkle. Like if someone's hanging out with you or someone, if you're seen with that person with Ceres and Capricorn, that's going to make your reputation and your like job references look really good. Like if you need to put down a reference with somebody who has Ceres and Capricorn. They will make you look like good and stuff like that. Okay, and also you'll heal their reputation, like make it look better, whatever. Yeah, like there's a rumor about you or something like that. You can settle it with Ceres and Capricorn, I guess. Like authoritatively, like they'll be afraid of you to like mess with that person, I suppose. And yeah. If your Ceres is in Pisces, obviously you're going to be this caring, unconditional, loving savior, Jesus-like person, of course. Duh. When you're healing them, like unconditional, loving, open-minded, a chameleon, you can turn other people into an actress. You can bring out their hidden talents and stuff. I mean, you know, it's partly all this kind of stuff. With Ceres is how the inner you is that you have to heal yourself with, where you have a hole in your aura or something that needs to be filled. It's like your black hole that you have to fill up all the time and heal yourself with it because you're wounded there. Not like, you know, like if your ego's in it, then there you go, Leo or Aquarius. That's where you have to heal your wounded ego. Like you'll have a perfect ego, I think it's so perfect, and bam, all of a sudden you have to re-heal it again. It got hit and got punched, and you have to re-heal it and stuff, cut and it sew it back up. You know what I mean? That's like some of the Cereses and self-identity. Ceres is finding out other people's identity, like turn them into somebody aggressive, you know, be that aggressor for that person, show them how to stick up for themselves. Ceres and Aries, I suppose. And Ceres and Libra, become a marriage counselor person. Like everyone in 10th house. I should do all these signs with like all the planets all in one video. All the houses, what it's like that sign in every single video. Or every single house. And every single planet, and just get it over with stuff, do all 12. So I'll just do like, I should do that. I don't know. I'm missing some planets. Oh my gosh, I'm missing some signs. Okay.